everyone, this is Unompumelelo Myeni, known as Coach Nompumelelo from NM Coaching Firm. Welcome to NM Coaching Firm's YouTube channel. We are keeping the promise that we made to you that we are going to run a self-mastery season. And we promised, so we are definitely keeping this promise. So you do yourself a big favor by making sure that you follow our channel, follow all our social media platforms actually, but do click the subscribe button for our channel and also the notification bell to make sure that every time we post a new video, you get to be notified about it. So let's get down to it. Episode number 1 that we are on today, which is talking about what is self-mastery. Most of the time we hear the term so loosely in motivation. People talk about it. So you need to master yourself in order for you to be able to be successful. You need to master your emotions in order for you to be successful. So the most important thing now then that we are going to start with is to ensure that we create a clear understanding of what is self-mastery. Now, self-mastery is an ability to be able to control, to understand, to clarify, and to know and have a full view of all aspects of your life. So, if I was to break that down to simpler terms, it simply means having a clear understanding of what's happening in all parts of your life. Now, why do we say in all parts of your life? Simply because we've got different parts of life as people. We've got families, we've got work and businesses, we've got churches and clubs that we belong to, and we've got all sorts of things that we play different roles towards. And self-mastery simply ensures that you have a clear view and a clear understanding and a clear picture as to who you are at that different aspect and what are you meant to be and what is it that you are meant to be contributing at that particular time. So where does it all start then? Before you become anything to everybody, it always starts with what and who you are to yourself. And that is why it is called self-mastery, because you are the first ingredient in every aspect of life. And that is why it starts with you. Do you have a hold on your emotions? Which means if something that taps into your emotions happen, are you able to control? Are you able to understand what is happening and why am I behaving in this particular manner? Are you the type of person that is able to hold their emotions, or you're the type of person that sees red and then everything starts happening and you afterwards people tell you, oh, this is what you were doing and this is what you're doing? So that is a person that lost the grip on their emotions. And that is why self-mastery is so critical and so important, because it means we don't only work with just your emotions but also your mind and your soul, your whole entire self. But why is it so important? Maybe the question will keep coming. Because in our lives we are dealing with different people on different days. It's important to have control of yourself. Because in our lives we are meeting different scenarios and different situations in different days, it is important to have control of ourselves. So that is what self-mastery is all about. It's all about your ability, your clarity, your understanding, and your knowledge of you, not other people. Somebody will say, I have mastered myself simply because they've mastered how to behave with other people, but they have not mastered how to behave with themselves. So it really begins with you. How do you see yourself? Can you understand what ticks you off, as other people would rather say it? Do you understand what makes you feel good? Do you understand what makes you feel bad? Do you understand what agitates you, what irritates you, what brings you over the wall, as other terms would say? But do you have a clear understanding of the things that actually bring out an inner you to be seen externally by other people? Now, there are different aspects of our lives that actually require us to be or behave or contribute towards it in a different way at every different time or at every given time. Now, if I'm a type of person that doesn't have control of my finances, I would walk into a mall, probably I see something good that I like, and then I buy it without thinking about what are the repercussions of that when it comes to my financial standing going forward. What plans do I have for that money, if I had any plans? So self-mastery goes into all those corners. Your ability to say, I love that bag, it looks absolutely stunning, but I can't afford it right now. Your ability to be able to say, oh, those shoes would look amazing with that outfit, but I can't afford it right now. In as much as I do have the money, but the money is not for that. That is self-control, and that is a part of self-mastery. Now, how are you going to learn when you are mastering yourself? What we usually really try to make sure that a person learns is that it is not about anybody else. It's about you. It's like listening to a sermon, which most people half the time always do. When you're listening to a sermon and it sounds like it's hitting on that friend of yours that you know is doing something wrong, and you find yourself standing up and shouting hallelujah the loudest, simply because it's not condemning you or it's not judging you. But in self-mastery, the work is mostly internally. It is internal work. It is what you need to do with you. It is zooming onto yourself. It is zooming in onto your habits. It is zooming in onto the things that are holding you back and the things that are pushing you forward in order for you to succeed. Most people who go through this journey of self-mastery are people that know that I have a goal to achieve, or I have a vision to achieve, and they want to now be able to say, how do I prepare myself and ensure that the whole of me is supporting me towards this goal that I want to achieve? And then self-mastery will then break you down into different aspects of life and ensuring that, can we look at you? Let's say, take an example, myself, and say, can we look at you, Bome? You are saying that you want to achieve this mastery vision in 5 years' time. Let's look at your daily behavior and your daily habits and your daily routine. What are you doing on a daily basis that ensures that you can reach to that particular vision? And you then start changing things within yourself that are making sure that they contribute positively towards where you want to go. And that is the gist of self-mastery. That ability to be able to look at you and make the necessary changes that are going to contribute positively towards what you want to achieve. Those small minor things that other people might not see as necessary, but because you have been able to look at yourself and see yourself and analyze yourself and see what is it that you need to work on, what do you need to improve, what do you need to decrease to ensure that you can reach your particular vision. So that is what self-mastery is all about. It's about you winning against yourself. It's about you winning against the things that are talking to you and being able to build the muscles and build the strength that will propel you going forward. It involves a couple of things: your mental strength, your mental wellness, your physical strength and your physical wellness, your social strength and your social wellness. What are the things that you can identify as strengths for yourself, as weaknesses for yourself, to ensure that you can work towards a wellness? because that's always a trick. We always say mental wellness and all of these terms that we use, but it is so important that we're able to tell you that it starts with identifying your strength, also identifying your weakness, and then start to work counter your weakness towards your wellness. It's not a wake up in the morning and all of a sudden I've mastered everything about myself, but it is a process, and that's why we've called it a season, because we want to walk this journey of self-mastery with you and ensure that you can get to a point where you can now say, I'm feeling wellness in this particular space of my life. I'm feeling wellness in this particular space of my life, and ensuring that wellness becomes a holistic feature in your personal life, in yourself. First, before you even go out there to face the world with what the things that you are demanding from it and the things that you are giving to the world. I hope we've given you a proper description of what self-mastery is, and what we are going really to be focusing on, and we want you to stay tuned. So make sure that you hit that notification bell, you subscribe, so that your next video, as we come on to really going into deep down now into breaking down the different aspects of your life that need to be well in order for you to be able to claim self-mastery. Thank you. See you again in our next episode.